The low hum of quantum generators vibrated through the hull of the UES Starbridge, a testament to humanity's most ambitious deep space exploration vessel. Commander Elena Rodriguez stood at the bridge's central command, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic star map that shimmered before her. 6 months into their maiden voyage, they were about to prove that humanity's technological approach was more than just a crude attempt at space exploration. Dr. Kai Nakamura approached, his datapad displaying a complex series of quantum fluctuation readings. "Commander," he said, his voice carrying a mix of excitement and scientific precision, "the quantum fold sensors are picking up something unusual in the Epsilon quadrant." Elena turned, her military posture softened by a look of intrigue. The Starbridge was more than just a ship. It was a declaration of human potential. Unlike the sleek, organic vessels of the Galactic Consortium, their ship wore its technology proudly. Every system was visible, every component purposefully exposed, a philosophy that had drawn ridicule from more advanced civilizations. "Show me," she commanded. Kai's fingers danced across the holographic interface, expanding a section of seemingly empty space. Subtle distortions began to appear, quantum ripples that standard sensors would have missed entirely. "These patterns," he explained, "they're not random. There's a mathematical precision that suggests artificial origin." The bridge fell silent. The Galactic Consortium had always dismissed human technology as primitive, a crude imitation of their own advanced systems. Their crystalline ships and seemingly organic technology had dominated interstellar exploration for centuries, leaving humanity to watch from the sidelines of galactic progress. Ambassador Lauren Teixeira entered the bridge, his diplomatic uniform crisp and immaculate. "We're approaching the communication relay point with Consortium headquarters," he announced. "They're expecting our standard progress report." Elena smiled, a sharp, knowing gesture. Their progress report would be anything but standard. The communication channel opened, and the holographic form of a Consortium diplomat materialized. Its crystalline body shifted with what could only be interpreted as mild condescension. "UES Starbridge, your quarterly report is due. We trust your expedition has been educational." The underlying message was clear. They expected another demonstration of human limitation. Dr. Nakamura stepped forward, his data presentation ready. "Actually," he began, "we've discovered something extraordinary." The quantum fluctuation map expanded, filling the communication space. These quantum signatures suggest the presence of massive structures in a region previously considered empty. The Consortium diplomat's crystalline form flickered, a sign of genuine surprise. "Impossible," the diplomat responded. "Our long-range sensors have mapped this sector extensively. There can be nothing." "Not according to quantum mechanics," Kai interrupted, his passion breaking through his usual scientific reserve. "Our exposed system approach allows us to detect quantum variations that your filtered sensors completely miss." Commander Rodriguez watched the exchange, understanding the deeper significance. This wasn't just about discovering something new. It was about challenging the fundamental assumptions of galactic exploration. The quantum map continued to pulse, revealing a complex network of distortions that seemed to form a deliberate pattern. Each ripple was mathematically precise, suggesting something massive was moving just beyond the perception of conventional technology. "We're requesting permission to conduct a detailed investigation," Elena stated, her tone leaving no room for debate. The Consortium diplomat's response was predictably bureaucratic. "Your request will be reviewed through standard channels. Preliminary assessments suggest your findings are likely instrumental errors." As the communication terminated, Lauren Teixeira chuckled. "They never learn, do they?" Elena's eyes remained on the quantum map. "That's exactly why we'll succeed." Dr. Nakamura was already recalibrating the sensors, his excitement barely contained. "These signatures, they're not just random spatial distortions. They're moving with purpose. Something massive is out there, something the Consortium has completely overlooked." The Starbridge continued its journey, its exposed systems humming with potential. Humanity had always been underestimated, written off as a young, technologically naive species. But here, in the vast emptiness between stars, they were about to prove that true innovation came from those willing to look beyond established paradigms. Little did they know, the quantum ripples were just the beginning of a discovery that would reshape everything humanity understood about their place in the universe. The discovery of the quantum anomalies transformed the UES Starbridge's mission from a routine exploration to something far more critical. Lieutenant Ravi Patil analyzed the sensor data, his fingers moving with practiced precision across the holographic interface. "The patterns are increasing," he reported to Captain Marcus Freeman. "Whatever is out there, it's getting closer." Dr. Emma Walensky, the ship's xenorchaeologist, had been studying the quantum signatures for weeks. Her workspace was a controlled chaos of holographic projections and ancient star charts. "These aren't just random distortions," she muttered, connecting seemingly unrelated data points. The ship's comm system crackled to life. "All senior staff to the briefing room," Captain Freeman's voice commanded. Around the circular table, tension was palpable. The quantum anomalies had grown more complex, forming what looked like a deliberate network across seemingly empty sectors of space. "We're dealing with something unprecedented," Emma explained, projecting a three-dimensional map of the quantum signatures. "These patterns suggest a technology so advanced it can almost completely mask its existence, but not completely. Our exposed systems are catching what others miss." Ravi highlighted specific data points. "Look at the mathematical precision. These aren't natural phenomena. Something is moving out there, something massive, and it's been invisible to every other civilization's sensors." Captain Freeman studied the map, his decades of space exploration experience challenged by what they were witnessing. "The Galactic Consortium will dismiss this as another human error," he said grimly. "But we know better." Dr. Imani O'Keefe's quantum engineering lab became the heart of humanity's most ambitious technological challenge. Surrounding her were holographic displays showing complex quantum field simulations, each representing a potential solution to the mysterious spatial anomalies. "We're not just trying to see what's out there," she explained to Commander Diego Alvarez. "We're developing a way to interact with it." Chief Engineer Yuki Tanaka worked alongside her, the ship's exposed systems providing a unique advantage. Their philosophy was simple. Every component could be a potential sensor, every circuit a potential breakthrough. "Traditional sensor technologies filter out quantum noise," Imani continued. "But what if that noise is actually a language we haven't learned to understand?" The Starbridge's quantum generators hummed with increasing intensity. They were developing what Imani called the resonance protocol, a method of generating quantum fields that could potentially force hidden technological structures into visible reality. Diego reviewed the latest simulation results. "If this works, we'll be doing something no civilization has ever attempted. We're not just observing. We're actively challenging the boundaries of dimensional perception." Yuki's modifications to the quantum generators were revolutionary. Each exposed circuit, each visible connection became part of a massive quantum antenna. Traditional spacecraft hid their technology behind sleek panels and organic interfaces. The Starbridge wore its technological heart on its sleeve, and now that approach was proving to be humanity's greatest advantage. "We're ready for the first full-scale test," Yuki announced, her voice steady but filled with anticipation. As the resonance protocol powered up, the ship's systems began to vibrate with a frequency that seemed to challenge the very fabric of space-time. Something was about to change, and humanity was at the forefront of a discovery that would reshape their understanding of the universe. The quantum generators of the UES Starbridge pulsed with an intensity that seemed to make reality itself tremble. Lieutenant Commander Sophia Rice studied the holographic displays, her breath catching as the previously invisible structures began to take shape. "Tracking multiple dimensional signatures," she reported, her voice steady despite the magnitude of their discovery. "The quantum resonance is forcing them into partial visibility." Dr. Gabriel Santos moved between multiple analysis stations, his theoretical models coming to life before his eyes. The structures emerging from the quantum fog were unlike anything humanity had ever imagined. Geometric forms that defied traditional understanding. Massive technological constructs that seemed to exist between moments, between dimensions. Admiral Nikolai Volkov watched with a mixture of scientific curiosity and strategic calculation. "These aren't just objects," he murmured. "They're technological networks that have been manipulating spacetime itself." The bridge crew worked with a precision born of months of preparation. Each exposed system on the Starbridge acted like a quantum antenna, capturing details that would have been invisible to more refined, filtered technologies. Their seemingly crude approach was now proving to be their greatest strength. Dr. Santos began mapping the dimensional signatures. "Look at the mathematical precision," he called out. "These structures aren't random. They're a network, a system designed to control technological development across multiple civilizations." Sophia zoomed in on the holographic projection. The structures looked like intricate lattices of energy and matter, existing simultaneously in multiple states. They pulsed with a rhythm that suggested intelligence, a calculated, methodical presence that had been hidden between the stars. "They're responding to our quantum resonance," Gabriel noted, his fingers flying across the analysis interface. "It's like we've just knocked on a door that no one knew existed." Admiral Volkov stepped forward. "Can we communicate with them?" A moment of tense silence followed. The idea of communicating with something that existed partially outside known reality was beyond any previous scientific paradigm. "Not communicate," Sophia corrected, "but we can certainly observe. Our exposed systems are capturing quantum fluctuations that would be filtered out by any other technology." The structures began to shift, their geometric forms becoming more defined. They weren't just objects. They were technological constructs that seemed to react to the Starbridge's quantum probing. Like ancient guardians awakening from a long slumber, they responded to humanity's unexpected intrusion. "They've been here all along," Gabriel whispered. "Controlling, limiting, preventing civilizations from reaching their full potential." The quantum displays showed how these structures had subtly influenced technological development. Moments of scientific breakthrough suppressed, innovative technologies mysteriously failing, entire civilizations pushed back just as they approached critical technological thresholds. "The Galactic Consortium," Admiral Volkov said, understanding dawning in his eyes. Their technological stagnation wasn't a choice. It was enforced. Sophia tracked the dimensional signatures. "We're not just discovering," she realized. "We're challenging a system that's been in place for millennia." The Starbridge continued its quantum resonance, each exposed circuit and visible system pushing back against the hidden technological controllers. Humanity's most derided characteristic, its raw, unfiltered approach to technology, was now its greatest weapon. As the dimensional structures continued to reveal themselves, one thing became clear: this was more than a scientific discovery. This was a moment that would redefine humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. The quantum cascade was just beginning. Captain Aria Blackwood took command as the final confrontation approached. Dr. Victor Rosenberg's quantum computational models predicted a cascading effect that could fundamentally alter galactic understanding. "We're not just discovering," Victor explained. "We're forcing a technological paradigm shift." Commander Kamil Noek prepared diplomatic channels, understanding that this discovery was more than a military breakthrough. It was a moment that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. The interdimensional structures began to respond, their quantum signatures intensifying. What had been hidden for millennia was now being challenged by humanity's most audacious technological approach. "They've been controlling technological development," Gabriel Santos realized. "These structures have been systematically suppressing technological advancement across multiple civilizations." The Starbridge's exposed systems, once mocked as primitive, now proved to be the key. Each visible circuit, each deliberately engineered component acted as a quantum receptor that could penetrate the dimensional barriers. In a moment of quantum cascade, the hidden structures became fully visible. Massive technological networks that had manipulated galactic development for centuries were suddenly exposed, their intricate designs revealed by humanity's most unexpected weapon: curiosity and innovative thinking. The Galactic Consortium watched in shock as humanity did what no civilization had managed before. They hadn't just discovered the hidden technological controllers, they had challenged their very existence. As the quantum cascade reached its peak, Captain Blackwood realized they had done more than make a discovery. They had opened a new chapter in galactic evolution, a testament to human innovation, resilience, and the power of looking beyond established limitations. The universe would never be the same.